Hey guys, so I'm going to do a review slash get ready with me using the new Best of Becca Blush Radiance kit that's available at Ulta. And this retails for $32.50, but it is a $65 value. So you get 4 items, which it shows on the bottom here, and I will run through those with you. So first there is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter, and this is a product I've been wanting to try, but I didn't really want to shell out for the full size when I wasn't sure if it was going to work for me, so this was a perfect opportunity to try this product. I think Jaclyn Hill likes this a lot. But anyway, this is 0.20 fluid ounce, and the full size would be 1 ounce and would retail for $38. So I think you're getting roughly a fifth the full size in this little package. It has the cute little Becca, probably won't be able to see, Becca embossing on the lid there, and it has a nice little pump to it, and it looks like it's the type of airless pump. So anyway, so I have that on. You can see how it goes on. I don't know that this makes like a huge difference to me, but it's always fun to try. So I will just show you how it looks on the back of my hand there. It has kind of an opalescent quality to it. So that is the primer. There's also the mineral blush in Flowerchild, and if you haven't seen, this is basically the same style of packaging as like, this is a full-size Shimmering Skin Perfector, so same style of packaging there, has kind of a rubberized feel to it, and this nice little metal disc on the top. And that's what the blush looks like. Alright, so the blush is 0.87 ounces, and the full-size blush would be 0.2 ounces and would retail for $32. So not quite half the size of a full-size blush, but pretty close. So like I said, there is the blush, and it has a little mirror in it. And my only downside with this product is it seems to kick up a lot of product, kind of sheared it out a little bit. But it does have a nice sheen to it. So I have that on also. And I would say I applied it with a duo fiber brush, and I think that gave me the best results without getting too clown face, so that may be something you want to try. Alright, there's also a what they call a spotlight wand, and it came in the shade Moonstone, and this is 0.17 fluid ounce, and the full size of their Shimmering Skin Perfector is 1.7 ounce, so you get, that's a huge amount of product, but it's $41. And I know they sold, they've put these in several little kits that I've seen, but at one time they had like a trio of them for I think $25. So, and that trio, by the way, didn't include Moonstone. It was Pearl, Champagne Gold, and Opal. So kind of a flat doe foot applicator. And again, I have that like on the tops of my cheekbones. So there is blended in just a little bit. And finally, there is a pressed form of the Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal. And let's see, where can I swatch that? Alright, so I will swatch that kind of right underneath the Moonstone Liquid form. So same size as the blush, same type of packaging, and the full size of this, which by the way, this is a full size in Moonstone, the full size would retail for $38 at 0.25 ounces, although this one says it's 0.28. So maybe Ulta needs to update their product information, but the blush was 0.087, this is 0.085. I don't know why there's a difference, but So again, you get the nice little mirror and everything. So very cute little packaging. They're not the best for seeing what's inside, but there you go. And I did note there's this little hole on the back here, which usually indicates that you might be able to, oh, yep. So this works for this style of packaging. Oh, interesting. Okay, so just be forewarned, it looks like it was glued in, but you can pop it out. I don't know why they would do that. Usually they do that when it's magnetic. So that's kind of a shame. I wonder, taking the full size, there's also a little pin mark or pinhole. I tried this with the blush, by the way, and I don't know if the glue was just stronger. Yeah, I'm pushing fairly hard and I'm not able to pop it out. It's so weird. I don't know why they would include that, but it may be an easier way to depot if you did want to depot those. So anyway, so that is kind of the overview. So most of these are products that are available in their full line, maybe not in the size, but I've tried, I'm trying to think, I've tried some iteration of most of these shades. So like I said, I had the Moonstone is what came in the kit. I also have Opal, and I feel like my swatches have kind of died down, but you can see Opal is definitely the pinkier type shade of those two. And I hadn't tried a blush from them, so that was kind of one of the main reasons I was interested in this little kit. And it is a nice blush. I do wish it were not quite as powdery. And let me see, this is the pressed form of Opal, and I'd received this sample. It was a deluxe gift with purchase, I think, and this is still not bad packaging. It's perhaps not as fancy as this, but it's still, you know, it's a little plastic compact and it has a little mirror to it. So I know currently, I think if you buy over $35 worth of Becca products, you can get this as a free gift with purchase from Ulta right now. So that may be something to try out. You know, these full-size shimmering skin perfectors are so big that I feel like you don't need a full-size one to, you know, get a decent amount of use out of one of these guys, especially as a highlighter. Like, you don't need, it's not like a bronzer where you want to use like a huge brush. So anyway, so that is the Becca kit from Ulta, and I think it's a really good deal, especially if you don't have all of these shades, or you don't have the same formulas in all of the shades. So highly recommend that you check it out, and if you want to stay tuned, you can see me apply these products to my face. So I decided to speed up my get ready with me and do a voiceover. So here I am applying the Backlight priming filter. I don't think it makes a huge difference, to be honest, but I'll let you come to your own conclusions with that. And then I'm using the Tarte CC Under Eye Corrector in light medium, patting that on with my finger. And I'll try to leave a complete list of all the products and tools I use in the description box, just because this is going pretty fast. So the foundation I'm using is the IT Cosmetics CC Cream in Fair, I believe. And I'm just applying this with my fingers. And if you see me look to the right throughout this video, the TV was on and I had the Bachelor finale, so I was kind of watching that while I was doing this. Alright, and then I'm using the Naked, the Urban Decay Naked Concealer in, I think it's Fair Neutral, and then blending that out with the Becca, I want to say it's the number 58 brush. It's the one I bought from Lorac. I've really been enjoying this brush just for blending out the under eye concealer. And then I'm using an Inglot brush and the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder to set that. And then I'm using the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel in my brows. And the Nars Pro Prime Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base on my lids. I really wish they would release some sort of tinted primer in this formula. I like it, but sometimes you want a little bit more coverage. And then using the Lorac Nude Necessities eyeshadow palette in that bright white shade. And this is another Inglot brush. I'm just applying that all over the lid, kind of as a base. And then I think that was a MAC 226, and using that light matte brown color in the crease. And then that darker brown. I really like this palette. I think it is definitely a more natural look that you'll get from it, but I just think it's really easy to work with, and I like the results that I've gotten from it. So just trying to get those eyes even. And then I think that was a MAC 217 brush, and using the shimmery shade in the bottom left-hand corner, I think, all over the lid. And then again, just trying to make sure everything's blended and even. And then that was the Hourglass Diffused Light Ambient Lighting Powder and the Goss Holiday Brush just all over kind of as a setting powder. And then the Becca blush that's part of this kit, or I'm sorry, this is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal. And I'm using that on a synthetic, I think this is a Stila brush, in the inner corner as a highlight. If I'd remembered, I probably would have used it all over the lid, but I just got carried away. And then the Spotlight wand, and I think this was Moonstone. So just putting that kind of on the tops of the cheekbones, a little bit on the nose, and the Cupid's bow. I think the liquid formula gives you a more subtle effect than the pressed version, just to keep that in mind. And this is a Sigma Duo Fiber brush and the blush. So you can definitely build this blush up, but I think it also kind of shears out and blends quite nicely. So just going back over it with the diffuse light, just to kind of make sure everything's blended and not too pigmented, I guess. And then I'm using an Urban Decay double-sided pencil. I think this is the original Naked shade. It's the brown and the black. And then I used a MAC, I think it's technically an eyebrow brush to kind of blend that a little bit. And then my Kevyn Aucoin eyelash curlers. and the Lancome Hypnose Drama mascara. And then I'm just combing through that a little bit. And this is the Sephora Professional Eyeshadow, or I forget what they call them, lash comb. And then the Surratt Pointless Mascara on the bottom lashes. And then I forgot to hold it up, but I'm applying a Burt's Bees lipstick. Again, these are really nice, easy kind of formulas to work with. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.